Absolutely.
I'm fascinated by sort of the evolution of modeling, of supermodels, and would love you just to talk about how we are where we are today and how it all happened.
Well, the way I see it is that there was a very prescribed beauty in the 50s and 60s. So we had women like Marilyn Monroe and you know, these very beautiful Hollywood movie stars that the Hollywood studios would primp up and dress up, and they would come out and they were like seriously glamorous, and we would look at them and go, gosh, I want to be like her. And then when it came to the 70s, actresses were going, actually, I don't want to be perceived as a sex symbol anymore. I want to be seen as the kind of natural, intelligent mother, great actress that I am. I don't want to be a sort of manufactured version of femininity. I want to be kind of who I am. And we love the idea of that as a public, but ultimately what happened was people were going, actually, do you know what? We really want glamour. We had it in the 50s and 60s, we didn't really have it in the 70s. So by the time the 80s rock around, with all that hedonism and all that kind of excess and money and power and everything was larger than life, you have these girls that come to a head, which were, you know, Naomi and Christy and Cindy and Linda, come, and they hit the scene in this very kind of vibrant time, and they catapult to fame. Now, what keeps them there? Because if you think about it, you know, we have careers for 20, in my case, 30 years. So, and I believe it's because these girls' parents grew up in the 50s and 60s, and their early forming time, their values were those wholesome values, which were about responsibility, being independent, working hard, having respect for other people. So they've got these values, but they have that rocket of fame from the 80s. And what does that give? It gives longevity of career. And now we find ourselves in an amazing space, which is in the sweet spot of women who are between 35 and 60 who have disposable income. And it's a really powerful place in business. And you see these girls that have businesses that are doing it remarkably well still.